Known for his blistering speed, the technical skill, and versatility as a fullback, Hakimi has become a household name across world football. Born in Madrid to Moroccan parents and joining Real Madrid's youth academy at just 8 years old, his rise to prominence always felt evident. But it became official in 2016 when he was representing Real Madrid B. By 2017, he was promoted to the first team, donning the number 19 jersey and making impactful appearances, including a role in Real Madrid's historic third consecutive UEFA Champions League victory. Though he failed to stay in the side and made the move to Germany. Hakimi's career took an exciting turn in 2018 when he signed a 2-year loan deal with Borussia Dortmund. There, he shattered speed records, clocking in at an astonishing 36.48 kilometers per hour, and showcased his playmaking ability with multiple assists in a single Champions League match up against the likes of Atletico Madrid, known for their defense. His time at Dortmund was filled with stunning performances, including a memorable brace against the likes of Inter Milan, cementing his reputation and his arrival as one of the most dynamic fullbacks in the sport. That performance may be it foreshadowed, because in 2020, Hakimi's talents earned him a move to Inter Milan for a reported 40 million euros. And he made an immediate impact, providing crucial assists, scoring pivotal goals, such as the first for the club in a thrilling 5-2 victory over Benevento. His pace and attacking prowess helped Inter secure key victories, and his rise to the top was just as quick as he was. But after a year, he'd be on the move again. The next chapter of Hakimi's career began in 2021 when he signed with Paris Saint-Germain for a blockbuster fee, with the transfer totaling 71 million euros. And for a fullback in particular, this was turning heads. At PSG, Hakimi continued to shine, scoring on his Liga debut and contributing significantly to the team's success. His exceptional performances helped earn him a Liga title in his very first season, adding another accolade to his growing list of achievements. He further solidified his status as one of the elite right-backs in the world, with nominations for the Best 11 and African Footballer of the Year. And after such a meteoric rise, Real Madrid might be kicking themselves that they didn't continue to develop the talent and they let the likes of Hakimi go. Hailing from Argentina, Buendía burst onto the scene at Getafe as Real Madrid's academy quickly disposed of the youngster to Getafe's youth setup. His early success showcased his playmaking capabilities, scoring goals, orchestrating attacks, giving you a little piece of everything you're asking for in La Liga, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough and Getafe was relegated. That said, undeterred, Buendía committed to the club with a new 5-year contract and continued to hone his skills during a loan spell at Leonessa. However, it was his move to Norwich City in 2018 that marked the turning point. Very few would have predicted that type of move. Buendía flourished in the demanding environment of the EFL Championship, becoming a linchpin in Norwich's attack. His prolific contributions helped the club secure promotion to the Premier League, where his performances garnered widespread acclaim, often displaying some of that South American flair, giving you a classic number 10 with an eye for the pass. And if you've not subscribed to the Football Records, make that happen, please and thank you. Despite Norwich's subsequent relegation, Buendía's star continued to rise. The 2020-21 season showcased his maturity and leadership as he spearheaded Norwich's return to the Premier League, and it didn't hurt that he picked up the Championship Player of the Season award along the way. Aston Villa, they took notice. They recognized his exceptional talent, breaking their transfer record to secure his services in 2021. And surprising to very few, Buendía seamlessly fit into the squad and has made a massive difference for Aston Villa. He's now fighting for a place in a highly competitive team, playing in the Champions League next season, and a player who has definitely made his mark since leaving Madrid. Born and raised in Madrid, Pablo Sarabia began his football education at local academies before catching the attention of Real Madrid, where he quickly rose through the ranks, and his breakthrough came with Real Madrid Castilla, where he showcased his skills and made a memorable debut in the UEFA Champions League, leaving a lasting impression despite limited opportunities. Similar to Buendía, Sarabia would also play for Getafe, and that was a pivotal chapter in Sarabia's career. Initially facing challenges to secure a starting spot, he was able to persevere and eventually become a staple in the team's midfield. displaying his knack to score vital goals and be able to provide opportunities for his teammates. His standout performances caught the eye of Sevilla, where he continued to flourish under a more prominent role. Sarabia not only contributed with the goals, but also became a creative force, consistently delivering performances that earned him admiration and accolades, highlights, stat lines, moments you kept on repeat, scoring 12 goals and providing 13 assists in the 2018-2019 season. Then came the transfer to join PSG, which provided Sarabia the opportunity to prove himself in a highly competitive squad. Playing alongside world-class talents, he thrived in the high-pressure environment, showcasing his versatility across different positions in the midfield and in those attacking roles, and helped PSG's domestic dominance continue to roll, clenching league titles and domestic cups while contributing decisively in critical matches. However, even with the team's success in some of these special moments, it wasn't enough for management to guarantee a starting position for Sarabia, which led to a loan spell at Sporting in Portugal that would give him more minutes. It was marked by an impressive goal-scoring record of 15 goals in 29 games, which led to Sporting's title-winning campaign. And maybe it's just a surprise for yours truly, but more recently, Sarabia's made the move to Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Premier League as the next piece of his career. And it's a tough league to adjust to at times, and Sarabia has had a steady but not that impressive start to life at Wolves. The ability is clear, and it would be no surprise if he's able to show up and show out in upcoming years. I'm not saying I'm manifesting a shift or a change or a transfer, but there could be different clubs and leagues that would be more suited for what he brings to the table. A recognizable figure in La Liga, Dani Parejo. You know the name. We've seen him in action. He has spent all but one season in Spain, and it all started in Madrid. Beginning his career at Real Madrid's prestigious youth academy, Parejo showcased exceptional talent from a young age, earning opportunities with the B squad and gaining valuable experience in the demanding environment of the Segunda Division with Real Madrid Castilla, where so many future world-class footballers have played. An odd move early on in Parejo's career came with a loan move to Queen's Park Rangers in the Championship, where yes, he gained some exposure to English football and demonstrated his adaptability on the new stage, but I'm not sure it truly moved the needle. And despite a promising start, he was recalled by Real Madrid due to injuries with the first team. Next up, and it's been a constant, it's been a theme, it's been a running trend, Getafe was on the agenda, which provided Parejo with consistent playing time and a chance to assert himself in La Liga. He quickly became a key figure in Getafe's midfield, displaying his technical ability, the vision on the pitch, and notably his goal against former club Real Madrid highlighted his impact and growing reputation as a versatile midfielder capable of influencing matches. In 2011, Parejo made a significant career move to Valencia, where he emerged as a vital player in the team's midfield. And despite initial challenges and competition for playing time, the perseverance, the capability, the determination, and the work ethic saw him rise to prominence. He eventually assumed the captain's armband and led Valencia through successful campaigns, culminating in a memorable Copa del Rey triumph over FC Barcelona in 2019. Parejo's transfer to Villarreal in 2020 marked a new chapter in his career where he continued to excel on the European stage. His opening season with the Yellow Submarine was stellar. Peaking with Villarreal's historic Europa League triumph, Parejo played a key role throughout the competition, notably scoring in the final and contributing to the penalty shootout victory over Manchester United. He has been a dependable professional in the midfield and continues to build his La Liga legacy. Saúl Ñíguez emerged as an initial prodigy and maybe next up as he came through the Real Madrid ranks, before finding his home and making his mark at Atletico Madrid. Born in Elche, Saúl's journey began when he joined Real Madrid's academy at the age of 11. However, it was his switch across the city in Atletico in 2008 that set the stage for his rise in Spanish football. Saúl's early years at Atletico were fueled by determination and, simply put, rapid progression. He made his senior debut for Atletico's reserve team in the Segunda Division during the 2010-2011 season, showcasing early glimpses of his immense potential. It was April 2011 when he etched his name in the record books with his first senior goal, a memorable strike in a 3-1 victory. By 2012, Saúl had caught the eye of legendary manager Diego Simeone, earning a call-up to the first team at just 17 years old. And his debut in the Europa League against Besiktas, they knew they had something special in the midfield. His versatility, the tenacity, they were on full display. He had quickly become a fan favorite. As Simeone likes to keep his sides robust, Saúl's ability to play anywhere across the midfield made him an effective member of the squad. Saúl's development, it didn't stop there. He went on to have a brief loan spell at Rayo Vallecano for the 2013-2014 season, where he gained valuable experience before returning to Atletico. And upon his return, he solidified a position in the first team, playing both major roles in domestic and European competition. His breakout moment came in the Madrid derby, February 2015. He scored a sensational bicycle kick against Real Madrid, a goal etched into the memory banks of Atletico fans worldwide. And the following season saw Saúl's stature just grow exponentially. He was mandatory in Atletico's midfield. He could coordinate, he had the leadership quality, the confidence. He was quickly becoming a veteran amongst the league, a standout, a must-have, known for his energy, his footwork, and having that clutch gene, being able to show up when called upon. His journey reached new heights in the 2016 UEFA Champions League campaign, where his solo goal against Bayern Munich in the semifinals would go down as one of the finest in the history of the competition. We did see a short loan stint at Chelsea in the 2021-2022 season, which added the Club World Cup medal to Saúl's collection, but that was about it. I wouldn't say it was a successful move for Saúl or Chelsea fans alike, as he didn't play that much in the Premier League, and the less said, maybe the better, which led to a welcomed return to Atletico Madrid and another reset for his career where Saúl could pick up on his previous form. Saúl's had standout performances across La Liga, making over 300 appearances and being a must-have in the midfield. Maybe a lesser-known talent on the list. No disrespect. Hailing from Austria, Lienhart began his footballing odyssey with SK Rapid Wien's youth academy at just 12 years old. His quick progression saw him debut for Wien's reserve team in 2013, making the start of his professional aspirations. By 2014, Lienhart's skills had caught the eye of the football giants Real Madrid, leading to a loan move that showcased his potential. He impressed in the UEFA Youth League and with Real Madrid Castilla, which eventually secured a permanent €800,000 deal with the club. And under the guidance of Zinedine Zidane, Lienhart flourished, making significant strides, including his first goal for the club. His major moment in the spotlight came on December 2nd, 2015, when Lienhart made his debut for Real Madrid's first team in Copa del Rey clash against Cadiz. This marked a monumental moment in his career, representing the senior side. That said, Lienhart was seeking more playing time and experience, and he embarked on a loan spell to Freiburg in the Bundesliga in 2017. His time in Germany proved fruitful, leading to a permanent transfer in 2018 for a reported €2 million, plus some additional incentives and bonuses. This move solidified his place in European football as he continued to hone his skills and adapt to the competitive Bundesliga environment. Present day, Philipp Lienhart continues to impress with SC Freiburg, illustrating his growth from a promising youth prospect to an everyday contributor in one of Europe's top leagues. Being valued at over €20 million, he has went on to have a solid career after leaving Los Blancos. A Madrid local, Llorente began developing his skills at Real Madrid's prestigious youth academy at just 8 years old. Some would say at birth. If you're born in Spain, especially one of the larger cities, football is life, and you have the resource and the access to maximize those benefits, that proximity. And this early start, it laid the foundation for a globe-trotting career. Llorente made his senior debut with Real Madrid Castilla in March 2013, quickly showing his defensive capabilities and earning opportunities with the first team later that year. In a bid for more playing time, Llorente embarked on loan spells to both Rayo Vallecano and Malaga, gaining invaluable experience in Spain's top flight. The move to Real Sociedad in 2017 marked a significant turning point. Signing a 5-year contract, Llorente was ready, becoming a cornerstone of the team's defense, cementing his place as both a reliable defender but having the offensive characteristics and capabilities to impact matches. In 2020, Llorente made a bold move to the English Premier League, joining Leeds United in a high-profile transfer. The £18 million move showcased his growing stature across Europe, but lacking some of the physical attributes needed to be a defender in the Premier League, he would quickly move once the club was relegated. Serie A was next on the agenda. Joining the likes of Roma on loan in 2023, this move allowed him to test his skills in Italy's competitive league and European competitions. Llorente didn't disappoint. He had the presence. He was bolstered by Roma's defense. He was culminating in memorable experiences. He was making a difference. We saw him in action in the Europa League final. If you needed any additional reassurance, Llorente has done well in Italy. Part of the infamous transfer window, when Tottenham spent the bail money, they brought in Soldado. And he was a prolific striker before the move to England that didn't quite reach the expectation. But let's start from the beginning at Real Madrid. Soldado's early promise saw him break into the first team with crucial goals in the Champions League and domestic competitions. Soldado went on to have successful loan spells at Osasuna, where he showcased his natural scoring capability. He had those organics before returning to Real Madrid and then later moving to Getafe. And at Getafe, Soldado did not disappoint. He impressed. He had that scent for goals, a certain aroma. Though there was some controversy due to having some disciplinary issues at Getafe. His ability to convert caught the eye of Valencia, and he had big shoes to fill replacing the departed David Villa. And he had both feet on the pitch, instantly making a difference in both domestic and international competition. Soldado's next challenge took him to Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League, where expectations were high following his record-breaking transfer. His tenure at Spurs, bit of a mixed bag at best. You had memorable moments like scoring on his debut and a decisive hat-trick in the Europa League. However, he was criticized for inconsistent form, and with just 7 goals to his name at the club, it simply wasn't enough. Reality did not meet expectation. Juan Mata began his career at Real Oviedo in 2000, following in the footsteps of his father who had graced the same club. His talent quickly recognized, leading him to join Real Madrid's prestigious youth academy in 2003. During his formative years at Real Madrid, Mata did not disappoint. He was recognized instantly. The man had the talent, the first touch, the deliverables, the technical skill set, everything was in line. By 2006, Mata had transitioned to Real Madrid Castilla, where despite the team's relegation from the Segunda Division, he emerged as one of the top scorers. As you would expect, his promising displays caught the eyes of La Liga clubs. By March 2007, Mata made the move to Valencia. This transfer marked a significant turning point in his career, providing him with regular first-team opportunities in Spain's top flight. And at Valencia, Mata did not disappoint. He was a key component in their attacking lineup. This earned him accolades such as the team's Best Young Player award, and Mata's impact continued to grow naturally season by season. His proficiency in both setting up goals and scoring imperative opportunities helped Valencia secure applaud-worthy league finishes and notable victories against top Spanish clubs. By August 2011, Mata was embarking on a new chapter by joining Chelsea in the English Premier League, a high-profile transfer worth over £23 million. Even early on, the Chelsea faithful embraced Juan Mata. He had what was necessary, giving you that extracurricular with the development on the offensive end. Juan Mata's creative genius, undeniable, and it played a decisive role in Chelsea's successes, including their historic FA Cup and UEFA Champions League double under the manager Roberto Di Matteo. And despite the initial successes, Mata faced some challenges under new managerial regimens at Chelsea, leading to a mid-season transfer to Manchester United in January 2014. The move, which set the club record fee at £37 million, put Juan Mata back in the driving seat. During his time at Manchester United, Mata's contributions extended beyond the pitch. He became known for his philanthropy and involvement in charitable initiatives, and his engaging personality further endeared him to fans worldwide. He subsequently joined Galatasaray in the Turkish Super League, where he continued to put on for the culture, helping the club secure the league title in his debut season. Mata's stint in Turkey was followed by a brief spell in Japan's J1 League, where he continued along his winning ways. A polished professional, Mata's career was full of success and silverware. It was early on for Marcos Alonso. Starting his career with Union Adarve, Alonso quickly generated a buzz and scouts took notice. He made the leap to one of the most prestigious academies with Real Madrid. Here, he worked out his talents, progressing through the ranks until his long-awaited debut for the first team in 2010. As with the majority of players on this list, Alonso seeked out more playing time and experience, and he ventured to England, where he joined the Bolton Wanderers in 2010. And his time at Bolton was transformative. You saw the utility and the defensive work rate, as well as being able to adapt to the physicality of English football. That said, the allure of the Serie A beckoned Alonso next, as he signed with Fiorentina in 2013. His time in Italy saw him develop even further, becoming a mainstay in Fiorentina's lineup and demonstrating his ability to adjust to different styles of play. Alonso's contributions were not limited to his defensive duties. He also made significant impacts in the attack, showcasing an effective goal-scoring capability. He would then make a brief but still impressive loan to Sunderland, where he would contribute to solid performances and notably in a derby fixture with a 3-0 win against Newcastle. But the impressive loan spell was not unwatched. It was enough for Chelsea to take a chance, or at least to take notice, and they completed the transfer for Alonso. And upon his arrival, he was slotted into the starting 11 and he was fitting into the system of Antonio Conte. Known for his deadly left foot, Alonso became a threat from set pieces and open play alike, scoring notable goals that endeared him to the Stamford Bridge faithful. Most recently, Alonso embarked on a new adventure by joining Barcelona in 2022. And he's still with Barcelona, but you'd be forgiven if you had thought that he already left. Real Madrid has recently, yet again, won the Champions League, and now have assembled a frightening team. With the new addition of Mbappe and potentially Alphonso Davies, they have arguably the best team in the world. The reality, Real Madrid has the financial muscle to buy the youngsters they need. We just saw the pickup of Endrick for 72 million euros. They can pick and choose from their academy graduates, but many of those same graduates will find it difficult to break through. If anything, we're likely to see them on display somewhere else across Europe. So, what club should we look at next?